Okay, it's time to actually make your micrography art. So hopefully your practice went well. You were able to fill it with a bunch of words. I just kept repeating, this is my hand, this is not your hand. But you could write the lyrics to a song. You could write a poem in there, whatever comes to your mind. I think it's really like a type of meditation, like you could just let words fly out. So this is my example. I drew this, or maybe I traced it, I don't remember. So I'm going to show you in my video how to trace a stencil sort of image onto your drawing paper by shading the back and just tracing over the lines. If you have see-through paper, you can also trace it that way. I'm not worried about the drawing aspect of this lesson. I'm more concerned with the process of filling the different areas with words. So you can see how I changed the color, when the part of the chicken changed. So all of these parts I wanted to be that pink color, so I just would change the color. So that's something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is how big and small you make your letters. So I know in my hand, I started getting bigger towards the middle and smaller towards the outside. A lot of times that can make the values change. So when you write your words really, really close together and tiny, it makes for a darker value. When you make your letters further apart and bigger, it's a lighter value. So you can think about that as you're working on your project as well. You can choose any type of stencil, something that speaks to you. It can be whatever you look up. I just looked up chicken clip art or chicken stencil. You could do multiple shapes on the paper. It should take up most of the page so that you're not just doing one little tiny teeny star and filling it with the lyrics to a song. So make it take up a whole sheet of paper, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. So this is my example. This is a good example. You can see all the positive space is full of words. Now this is a bad example. Your micrography project should have 0 lines, no lines, and every nook and cranny should be full of words. Now, to get started, you'll have your stencil printed out or, pulled up on the computer. If you want to trace it on the computer, you can. This is my tracing technique. I shade the back of it with pencil everywhere the image is. Then position it onto your paper. Put a little piece of tape down so that it doesn't slide around while you're trying to trace it. And then just with a regular pencil, tracing along the lines. Now, each little line, make sure you get every line. If you need to kind of pull it up and check to see if you got everything first before ripping the paper off, I recommend that. Go slow so that it actually looks like the picture. Now that you have your image on the paper with pencil, you're going to choose either a pen or Sharpie or whatever it is you're going to write your words with. Find a good starting point and think about the direction you're going to start writing your words. I just kind of go along the outside line in the contour of the image. But you could always go, in a row, back and forth. It's up to you how you want to write it. And continue filling your image with words. And if you're going to change colors in any areas, you'll notice I'll change colors for my wings and my flower. You can do that. All right, have fun.
Dancing just for you. 깊은 바다 속에서 널 데리러 왔어. 어째 너는 이제 버려. 우린 함께야. 네 모습이 보여. Will everything boil? Would you like to swim in the sky? 우리 멀리 Cause baby 너 여기 밖은 좋아. Swimming, swimming, swimming like a bird. Dreaming, dreaming, I can fly Swimming like a bird, dreaming, dreaming. I can fly.
After you're done, you're gonna get your eraser and erase all of your pencil lines. Get rid of all those messy lines so that your whole image is just made up of words. Ta-da! You can also be extra fancy and use bubble letters. You could do a portrait like this. Animals. Maybe a slice of pizza. Or a fancier portrait like this. I hope you have fun. I cannot wait to see your micrography projects.